Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is NGS. Welcome back to another video and happy Monday. Today is Monday, February 15th, 2016. Hope you guys are having a really good day, and if you're not having a really good Monday, well, here's to a better Tuesday. So I really wasn't going to make this video. I had no real idea of what I wanted to do for today's video until I started seeing all the posts about Street Fighter V. Now y'all know Street Fighter V is set to come out in just a couple of hours actually, being released on PlayStation 4 and PC, and to be honest, there's a lot to get excited for with Street Fighter V. Now, I have to preface this video because I know somebody's going to bring it up after they get 2 minutes into this video and start complaining at me. No, I am not a competitive fighting gamer. I am not a person who likes playing fighting games at all, actually. Sure, I dabble in a bit of Street Fighter, I dabble in a bit of Mortal Kombat, but it's just not for me. I understand that the fighting game scene is very competitive and people spend a lot of time on them. Kudos to them. But the way my backlog is set up, if I had to devote that amount of time into just one game without playing anything else, no shit would get done here. So I'm just going to preface this video by saying, no, I'm not as competitive into fighting games as other people. However, there is something related to Street Fighter V that has been kind of bothering me. If Street Fighter V's hype can convince me, a casual gamer, to potentially buy the game, what I just learned right now is kind of putting me off buying the game entirely to an extent. So, as you guys know, when it comes to Street Fighter V, Capcom is doing things very differently. Very, very differently compared to what they did last generation. Capcom is in the financial red. They are not really in a position to be taking a lot of risks when it comes to stupid shit, like the stuff that happened with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the multiple editions of Street Fighter 4, what have you. What they're doing with Street Fighter V, though, is kind of bothering me. It's bothering me from the perspective of a person who wants to get value out of the game. And that's how they're releasing it. Street Fighter V, for all intents and purposes, from what I'm seeing, what's going to be available for you to purchase tomorrow for $59.99, this game is no better than an early access title. Looking at what's launching with Street Fighter V now, as opposed to other games in the genre, as opposed to just video games in general when they release, you're not getting a lot of content out of them. So we're just going to dive straight into it right now, going straight from Event Hub's page right here. Street Fighter V's lobbies will support 2 players initially, 8 players in March, spectator mode and other features will be added then. Now, there's an entire blog post that you can read up on the Capcom community, but Event Hub does a good job of aggregating everything and just giving you what you need to know about the game. So all of these modes right here, from extra CPU battles to time trials, all this stuff is not going to be available at launch. This is what's bothering me with Street Fighter V's release. I was this close to buying the game at launch because it looked awesome. And no, that's not because I love freaking Chun-Li. She's awesome. But this stuff right here, available soon after launch, available March 2016. Stuff like this, alternate colors not even going to be available until March. Why is this okay? Why is them launching a game bare bones okay? I understand that they're going to be patching this game and you're going to be getting all the updates. Heck, the story mode, for example, isn't even available at release. All the cinematics are coming in June. Why are people not taking a big issue with this? Why isn't this a big deal? You saw how pissed off people got over Evolve last year, how saying that game really didn't have a lot of content. You saw people getting pissed off at Star Wars Battlefront last year, saying that game didn't have a lot of content. And I'm not here to defend those games at all. I'm just saying, when Street Fighter does it for the exact same price, with sometimes even less features, no one's really pitching a fit. Is this because they've confirmed that the modes are going to be coming into the game? Probably, but still, you're purchasing this game for $60 only to play as the fighters. That's it. Are they appealing to the competitive scene more than the casual consumer who wants to get value out of this game? That's what it seems like to me. It seems like they're going for the people who are going to be playing this game at tournaments. And to be honest, that's why they're releasing these games. Everybody knows that. But still, why is it okay to do that while shunning away all the other people who are somewhat interested in this game when they see that all these modes aren't available? Like, how are you going to suggest this game to your friends saying, hey, you know, I know you're not really into fighting games, but pick up the Street Fighter V. Oh, wait, we can't play with all of our friends on a casual Friday night. We can't do that. Why isn't this a problem? Like, I don't understand it. I know someone's going to come into the comment section and try to convince me saying, oh, you don't know anything about this. You don't play any fighting games. This is for the competitive gamers. So does that mean that you guys like getting ripped off? Do you really need to play this game so much right now, February 16th, 2016, that you need a bare bones release? Somebody out there explain this to me, because I'm genuinely confused. I don't see how this is okay. How you should be launching a game with not even the standard features that you see in other fighting games. And this is what's kind of really worrying me about Capcom and their future endeavors. Did they release this game just because they needed to make some money? Are they trying to release this game as soon as possible because they are in such a dire situation? A lot of signs point towards that. A lot of signs point towards them making Street Fighter V not necessarily a game, but a platform itself. Now, Capcom is understanding that people do have some concerns with Street Fighter V. They are concerned about how they're going to be releasing things. And to be honest, some of the things that they've said regarding the release of the game aren't bad at all. The fact that the characters are not locked behind a paywall, a la Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that is great. The fact that you'll be able to unlock everybody in-game, that is awesome. But why are we praising them for doing things that they did 10, 20 years ago? Why are we doing that? Why are we praising Capcom for not doing a bad thing by locking characters behind it? Like, I don't understand that. But they are going to be keeping a steady stream of content, so it's not going to be dead on arrival like some other games out there. And Ono is hoping that fans pick up the game on February 16th, and they hope that Street Fighter V is a new beginning and the start of a new fighting tool. God, does this mean that future games are going to follow this style if it's successful? I don't know, and this is what's really bothering me. This whole mindset of releasing a game in an unfinished state, fixing it along the way. You might as well just call this an early access release, because you're not getting all the things that the previous games in the series had upon launch. I don't know, is the fighting game community just interested in fighting alone as opposed to the BS business practices? Because let's be honest, Capcom is nowhere near as bad handling this game as they did Marvel vs. Capcom 3. However, I still don't see how this is the lesser of two evils, if it means that you're going to have to be waiting for features that should have been on the game in release. I don't know. Hopefully someone down below will be able to clarify this, but I prefer spending my $65 and getting all the content on release as opposed to them doing this method. If it meant they would have to delay the game into June, I'd be all for it. But I know a lot of people don't share the same opinion as me. Oh well. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below, let me know. I'm NGS signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.